Your motorcycle's out here running.
Hey, what's that?
My bedroom's right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get up at 2:45. Please.
All right.
It's running out here by itself. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I get up at 2:45.
All right, I didn't know that. Well, all right. I had my bike out there running just to warm up a little bit before I started my ride, and my neighbor, like, I'm inside, I'm getting geared up and everything, and I hear my neighbor come into my garage, and she's like, hello, right away with the attitude there. She's like, I get up at 2:45 in the morning. I'm like, well, sorry, I didn't know that. And she's like, just respect your neighbors. I'm like, I'm not out there like revving it up or anything. I understand it's loud. I guess I'll start it down by the street like every time from now on. Jeez. Yeah. Oh, dang, I didn't change my visor. Damn it. That sucks. Yeah, I got some fur or something in my mouth. Alright, so this video is a little bit different than all the other videos. We don't normally talk about like what's happening in the world and all that stuff. I feel like my tires are low. Has been a couple weeks since I've ridden, so might need to check that. Whoa. It has a big slip. I feel like they might be a little low. I'm gonna stop at the gas station, get gas, and also check to see if they are like super low or if I can make it. Jeez. Not a good start to this video, I tell you what. That's usually how it goes, alright? Got a bitchy neighbor, I stalled, slipped. Woo, that was chilly. Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, we don't normally get into like everyday stuff, like no political stuff, nothing like that. I'm not about that at all, but this isn't really along those lines. It's just kind of unique, and I heard this story on the radio and I was like immediately drawn in. Today, as of 45 minutes ago, today for me anyway, today is November 1st for me. When you guys see this video, it's already come and gone, you know. November 1st in Nashville, Tennessee, there was a man. Well, as far as I know, I need to look up the details to see if it actually happened or if anything went wrong, whatever, but I'll check that once I get to Antoine's house. By the way, I'm going to Antoine's house. There's a man that was or is being executed with the electric chair in Nashville, Tennessee. There are a lot of layers to this story, and it immediately drew me in when I heard him talking about it on the radio. Hey, watch that yellow line there, bruh. Why you got your brights on? You just flashed me. F you, dude. My visor's fogging up already. I don't think I was meant to make a video today. And it probably looks like garbage. It's probably all grainy. I never really do videos at night, so it probably doesn't look the best. So yeah, there's a lot of layers to this story, and I don't really know where to start. But basically, this guy chose to be executed by the electric chair, and he chose this back in, I think it was, I don't remember, I think it was like 99, something like that. I think he chose in 99, but he's saying that he thinks it's going to be more humane than lethal injection. And there's been a lot of stuff going around about how lethal injection isn't really that humane, and there's a lot of people, like, whenever they put somebody down, they actually like convulse for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There was one that somebody stayed alive for 2 hours. There's a lot of that, but anyway, that's not the point of this. I I gotta recollect myself and figure out what I was talking about, because I had a lot happen right there. So this is making its rounds in the news and everything, because it's kind of a big deal, because you don't really hear about the electric chair anymore. The last time it was used in Tennessee was 2007. Now that doesn't really seem like that long ago. This is 11 years ago, but before that, it was 47 years the last time somebody got electrocuted with the, or got executed with the electric chair. Thanks for stopping short, a-hole. Now the main thing is, now I don't remember any of the names. I remember this one guy's name because I looked up some info and all that stuff. He's got a documentary about him. I don't remember his first name, but his last name is Luchter, or Luchner, something like that. I don't know. He is the one that actually modified, or basically rebuilt, the electric chair that we have here in Nashville. Originally, he was like the first one, and he did that back in '89 is when he did it, and he gave a guarantee to the people. He said it'll be good for 5 years or 2 executions, whichever one comes first. Now we have one in 2007. That was already past his 5-year mark. Woo, that's a big pop. Now this guy started popping up like he was the go-to guy. There's actually a documentary about him. It's called Mr. Death, and then it's like the rise and fall of whatever his first name is, Luchter, or Luchter. I don't remember. I'll provide all the links for everything that I found in the description. Yeah, just check out that documentary. But anyway, this guy got kind of roped in with another guy, and it labeled him as a Holocaust denier. Now, I didn't know that could even be a thing. Like, how can you deny that the Holocaust happened? It's a little more complicated than that. There was this guy, and I think he was a Canadian, but he actually got on trial for being a Holocaust denier. Now, I didn't know you could get in trouble for just saying, I don't believe in the Holocaust, or I don't think they use gas chambers, which is what he said. He said that he doesn't believe that they use gas chambers to execute everyone during the Holocaust. So he actually reached out to Luchner. God, I wish I had looked up his name. Anyway, he looked that guy up, and he actually sent him to Germany. He went to Auschwitz. He hired this lab, but he was really sketchy about like what he was actually doing. He didn't tell the lab dude that went with him. Lab dude. He didn't tell that guy anything about what they were collecting samples for. So, and the guy, even like during the trial and everything, he never knew what exactly he was collecting samples for. So it was just like, it was really crazy. And he even said, like, if I knew exactly what we were doing, I would have collected the samples differently. So basically, he collected samples, and they're looking for cyanide gas to see if they use gas chambers or not. But there was a whole lot of stuff there. Like, they rebuilt portions of Auschwitz because the Nazis destroyed it whenever they left, and there was just a lot of stuff. Basically, this Luchner guy, he said that they didn't use gas chambers, is what he said. So they said that during a trial. Yeah, green light. So they said that during the trial, and woo, big pops. So he said that during the trial, and then afterwards they had all these experts come out, and they were like, no, you're dumb, you're wrong, sorry. Whoa, quick shift to neutral, all right. Yeah, this guy's reputation was ruined by this trial because all these experts came out and said that he was dumb. He had built electric chairs, gallows, all this stuff from, oh man, I cannot remember what it was. It was like 1970 to 1989 is what I think is the time frame there for him. But he built them across 27 states. So it's kind of a big deal. Like, he was the go-to guy for death. That's why they called him Mr. Death. Apparently after the trial, it made people start looking into it a little bit more, and he was never a licensed engineer at all. So he was basically barred from assisting with anything else other than the Nashville electric chair. That was the last thing that he worked on, which the electric chair itself is pretty crazy because they had one, but it was really small. And apparently the wood from the electric chair, they wanted him to reuse it because the wood itself was used in the gallows. So it's actually wood from gallows that they tore it down and they made an electric chair out of the gallows. Which, that alone, like, I could stem off of that too. The gallows, I think they killed 210 people, 4 of them were women. Yeah, it's just a lot. I mean, it's crazy. It's all in these articles that I'll post in the description. If you guys are curious, you can go check those out. But he rebuilt the Nashville electric chair in '89. Now the issue is, he was banned from ever working on any more stuff. He couldn't be the go-to person for that. And somebody else came in and they modified it. Well, this person that modified it, the electric chair that they built, I believe it was down in Florida, it actually made people start shooting flames from their head when they're getting electrocuted. This Lucha guy, he came out and started talking about the electric chair now, and he said that if this guy gets electrocuted today, he thinks it's going to be horrible. He doesn't think it's, well, he knows it's going to kill him, but he thinks it's going to be torture. He thinks that the guy's basically going to catch on fire. And what I think of when I say this is the one scene from The Green Mile where that douchebag guard didn't put the sponge in the water, and then they kill that guy, and he just catches on fire. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. News stories and everything start popping up because of that. Not only that, but the fact that the guy picked the electric chair over lethal injection, because there's a lot of stuff about lethal injection, how it's not really that humane. Whatever drug it is that actually kills you, it's starting to become like hard to come by. They made it a law where people can pick their execution, like how they want to die, if they run out of the drug for the lethal injection. Some states even have a firing squad, so you could pick to be shot, which honestly, I don't see how it's so hard to just kill somebody. Like, it shouldn't be that hard at all. What's wrong with just shooting somebody in the head? You know, you want to talk about humane. It's instant, it's over, you know they're gonna die. There should be no issue there. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have their own thoughts and opinions on that whole thing anyway. But yeah, man, there was so much to this whole story just because of the electric chair. Then it spanned to this Luchner guy. Then it spanned to the other guy and how he's like a Holocaust denier. And it is just the layers. As you kept like peeling them back, there's just more and more and more. And it's just so crazy. So I'll post all of the info. Like, I'll post the Wikipedia page alone for this Lucha guy. It has like everything you guys need. And then I don't know where to find the documentary. I never actually watched it or looked it up or whatever, but it's called Mr. Death. So if you guys are interested in this, I think it's interesting. But I don't know, I'm into all the true crime docu-series, all that stuff, which I was gonna make a video about that too, how I'm kind of addicted to that stuff. But so I don't know, I don't want to say I'm like morbid or anything, like I'm not like into all that, but yeah, I mean, it's fascinating getting inside people's heads, you know. Roads are a little wet. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, let's get some conversations going about this. How do you feel about everything? Lethal injection, is it humane? Is it not humane? I don't really care either way. I mean, if you're on death row for something, maybe you deserve it, you know, as long as you actually did what you did or what you got convicted for, you know, maybe you deserve it. I don't know. But if you guys know about this, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you've heard or whatever, what you know that I don't know. And if you don't know and you want to know, go check out those links, because it's actually pretty cool. It's interesting. It's fascinating. So next video, next Saturday, it will be a video with Antoine. He is doing a lot of stuff to his motorcycle right now. His 2016 ZX-10R. He's got a lot going on. So I'm actually going over there right now to record a video with him for one thing that he's doing. I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys at Antoine's house next week. Bye. I haven't seen like anything, the floor. So this is what he did while I was gone.
Yeah,
And there's his bike. It looks so naked. It looks just like an FC07 now. Oh, man. All right, well, there's a sneak peek for next week.